The sports books have finally opened their doors in the state of Arizona. Devin Henry here live from Phoenix Raceway, just in time for week 1 of the NFL season and also the beginning of the NBA season. The sports books have opened doors and, of course, plenty of hype surrounding a lot of Arizona-based teams. But first things first, this weekend, the Arizona Cardinals open up their 2021 season as 3-point underdogs against the Tennessee Titans. Now, the Cardinals are going to be on the bottom end of the spectrum. Obviously, they're on the road. And, of course, a lot of hype around the Titans as they acquired Julio Jones in the offseason to play alongside Ryan Tannehill. But the big question, can the Cardinals score? The offense faltered towards the end of 2020. Cliff Kingsbury and company has work to do to make sure that they can find the end zone against quality defenses. And the Cardinals are predicted to finish dead last in the NFC West. Already a tough enough division, but for their odds, they're not even close to keeping up with the Seahawks, the Rams, or the 49ers. And when you look at the MVP rankings, well, Kyler Murray is still top 10. He sits 10th right now in the MVP standings, but slid back from 8th in the middle of the offseason. The Cardinals currently have the 16th worst odds to win the NFL title. The NBA season resumes in just over 1 month, and the defending Western Conference champion Phoenix Suns don't quite have the value that they had ahead of last season, but nonetheless, still only the 5th best odds to win the 2022 title at 15-1 odds. They did get jumped by a few super teams who made some big headline trades and acquisitions during the offseason, such as the Brooklyn Nets, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Golden State Warriors, and of course the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks. The Suns open up their season on October 20th against the Denver Nuggets. They open as 6.5-point favorites against a team that they swept in the playoffs. But the big question is, how have they gotten better? They returned almost everyone who played a role in last year's title hunt. They lost Torrey Craig, but gained JaVale McGee, Elfrid Payton, and Landry Shamet. But what puts the Suns over the top this year? Obviously, Devin Booker will continue to grow. DeAndre Ayton will grow and get better. Mikal Bridges and Cam Payne will mature and better their game. But what is going to put the Suns over the hump in 2022 if they want to win an NBA title? Sticking on the basketball side of things, though, the Phoenix Mercury on a 10-game win streak following the Olympic break. They're only 3.5 games behind the number 1 seed with 3 games to go. But MGM still isn't impressed. Still somewhat long shot odds and the 5th best odds to win the title this fall. Now, in this 10-game win streak, the Mercury have not played against a fellow playoff team, and they also are missing Diana Taurasi, Brittany Griner, and Alana Smith for an undetermined amount of time. But still, the amount of firepower and the amount of momentum this year is hard to dismiss. Now, they do end the season against all 3 teams ahead of them in the standings, so the true colors of the Mercury are bound to show up here in the closing parts of the season. And the NASCAR playoffs race into round number 2 of the round of 16, everyone chasing a title right here in Phoenix, Arizona on November 7th. Kyle Larson is becoming a runaway favorite at the sports books. The circuit visits Richmond on Saturday. Tucson, Arizona's Alex Bowman hasn't been hot as of late, but a tremendous value at 17-1 odds at a track that he won at earlier this year. The sports books are open. Be sure to join us at Sports 360 AZ all year long for what you need to know. All things Arizona, all the time.